Give me a practical example of something coming to existence without a maker.
It's true, yeah. Everything needs to be created, but it's like...
So are you still an atheist after saying that? An atheist is someone who says there is no God.
I would say, I don't know. It's a hard one, because it's like you got to proper think about it, innit?
Brother Yusuf from the Visitors Corner, a street Dawah platform, had this encounter with an atheist, which I think is very interesting, especially for us Muslims, to know how to handle an atheist if we ever have an encounter with any of them. This atheist literally couldn't answer to any of his questions. Neither could he clearly state what atheism stands for. Let's watch the video and come right back.
Can you give any example in life where there's something which never existed, which wasn't in existence, and it came into existence by itself? Like, for example, everything I know in my limited life experience, like your shirt, your bag, your shoes, this table, everything, the camera, the microphone, I know just by looking at them, without seeing them being made, I know that someone made it. I know that someone designed it. And I could never imagine that these things came into existence without a maker, without a designer.
Obviously, there is no human being who will say that God does not exist. Everyone knows that, and everyone accepts that fact. Allah has made the evidence of His existence so clear in the Quran. He asks us to look at the things He has created around us, and He asks us to look at ourselves. There are two things that will make you to conclude that atheism does not exist anywhere in the world. It is just people who are physically saying what they do not believe. It's easy for them to say that, yes, somebody created this phone. But it's not easy for them to say that somebody created me, because that will entail that you have to acknowledge that God do exist. They try to deny it, but they know it is true. So you start with something like the phone they are using. This your phone is the best you can find in the market. How can you rate the company that made the phone? He will tell you that the company is the best, 100% competent, and so on. Then bring it back to yourself. Obviously, every other thing that you are seeing, you know that they were created. What about you? Then he will have no option than to agree with one thing. I was created. Then you ask him, rate your creator. Of course, he will be very happy to say that the person is 100% competent. He is 100% powerful. He has got knowledge of everything. He has got wisdom in his creation. And he has put the very best strategy in place to bring out someone like me. That's what they will say. And yes, it's true. Allah is all that and more. Then you ask him again, have you ever been in a situation in life where you feel that a human being cannot really survive you out of that situation? Like a cancer patient, for example, because that is the biggest sickness that makes people feel that they are closest to death. You don't want to die. If they give you just some 5 minutes to sit upon yourself and reflect and wish for someone to get you out of that situation, who will you call on? Is it a doctor? No, obviously, because doctors have limits. Whoever else has a limit. But the only person they will call to sincerely is Allah.
In the Quran, chapter 52, it's quite interesting. There's just 2 verses. Allah, he asked the question, أَمْ خُلِقُوا مِنْ غَيْرِ شَيْءٍ أَمْ هُمُ الْخَالِقُونَ أَمْ خَلَقَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ بَلْ لَا يُوقِنُونَ. So 4 things are mentioned in these two verses. أَمْ خُلِقُوا مِنْ غَيْرِ شَيْءٍ. Were they created from nothing? Or did they create themselves? And did they create the heavens and the earth, as in the earth, the sky, everything? Then the verse finishes by saying, بَلْ لَا يُوقِنُونَ. But rather they have no certainty. They have no certainty. So here, it's a very simple question. Were they created from nothing? So nothing existed, and then from that nothing, we came into existence. The simple answer is no. Nothing cannot create something.
Yeah.
So the next option is, or did they create themselves? Like, if we didn't exist, can we bring ourselves into existence? The answer is no. So without mentioning it, it necessitates there has to be a creator. There has to be a creator.
Alhamdulillah for Islam. You may also watch this video about the recent debate that our brothers had with these Christians at the PBD broadcast. It's very interesting. And please do not go away without subscribing. Turn on the notification button and share the video. May Allah bless you as you do so. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.